Okay, let's talk about a really crazy painting technique. Have you ever thought of using a block of wood to paint a piece of furniture? Well, let me tell you, you get the coolest, chippiest, shabby chic look because the block of wood is a hard surface against the plain flat surface of your piece, and you get a really cool finish. So you have this cabinet, it's a turquoise color, and we're just going to add some red to it. All I'm doing is I took a 2x4 that's been cut, and by the way, I call these magic blocks of wood because they really do transform things without a brush. All I'm doing is dipping my block of wood into some paint and just running it across. Basically, it causes a friction. The two flat surfaces together cause a friction, and then just kind of do a sporadic type of look along the piece. Now, my block of wood could have been a little bit smaller so I could fit a little bit better in between some of those areas where I couldn't get it. And I do have a small trowel that I'm going to use a little bit later to show you how I got into those areas. But you could actually cut your own block of wood just a little bit smaller. It's basically a friction against friction, flat against flat, and it just trowels it right over the top. What it does is it gives you a really cool look of a rustic, chippy finish. You can use one color, you can use 3 colors, you can use 5 colors. So I have this little tiny petite trowel. I do retail these. They are so nice because it fits right in that little groove right there where the block of wood would not. Now, the block of wood was free, of course. I had scrap wood. I had my husband cut it for me. Petite trowel, of course, is an expense, but it is a nice little tool to have to get into those little bit of a small areas. Once again, it is another flat surface against a flat surface. All I'm doing is dipping it in and running it along. I mean, seriously, this is the easiest painting technique that you'll ever want to do. You don't have to have a fancy paintbrush. I have done many of these where I've added like 7 and 8 colors. Sometimes I only do a 2-color combination, like this one will be just the red over the turquoise. And then we'll add some dark wax in the end. It'll deepen and darken it up, and we'll be finished. I mean, seriously, you can't get any easier. So the block of wood is great. Just dip it in and just run it down. Have you tried it? Will you try it? Are you intrigued? Isn't it sweet? It's just easy. It's easy and fun and simple, and you're gonna love it.